A look at the history of the Domino's Pizza logo is presented here. Their big brand and logo are plastered all over the place across the world, including on pizza boxes, in restaurants, on autos, and on clothing. Domino's Pizza is without a doubt successful because their pizza is both innovative and delectable, making it among the best in the industry. Additionally, its superior delivery system and instantly recognizable emblem are both factors that contributed to its domination. Let's travel back in time and investigate the background of Domino's Pizza, including the development of its logo and how that logo contributed to the company's rise to prominence as one of the best-known brands in the world. The history of Domino's Pizza. Tom Monahan was born to Francis and Anna Monahan on March 25, 1937. He was their first child together. In Ann Arbor, Michigan, the family occupied a little farmhouse as their home. Tom was just 4 years old when his father passed away from peritonitis in 1941 on Christmas Eve. Tom and his brother were placed in a foster home when Tom was 6 years old by his mother. They remained there for close to 7 years before finding their way back to their mother. Tom decided against pursuing his college education and instead joined the Marine Corps, where he served for 3 years. He had some savings for his college plans thanks to his Marine Corps experience, but regrettably, he lost $2,000 in a commercial fraud. In 1960, he was able to fulfill his lifelong dream of attending the University of Michigan, but he left school after just 3 weeks. In 1960, Tom and his younger brother James took out a loan of $500 to purchase a little pizza shop in the city of Ypsilanti, Michigan. The Monahan brothers intended to divide up the work evenly so that the company could be run as effectively as possible. However, after 8 months, James decided to sell his part in exchange for a Volkswagen Beetle, which was the delivery van for the company. It was financially impossible for him to give up his steady employment to start a company whose future was unknown. In 1965, after purchasing 2 additional locations, Tom Monahan operated a total of 3 pizza restaurants. He had a conversation with Dominic DeVarty, the proprietor of the first business, to ensure that all 3 of his establishments shared the same identity. However, Dominic did not consent to him taking the lead in any way. He was fortunate in that one of his employees, Jim Kennedy, came up with the name Domino's for the restaurant. He was thrilled with the moniker because his clientele can still identify with it. Therefore, in that same year, he formally changed the company's name to Domino's Pizza Incorporated. In 1967, Tom Monahan sold his first franchise after gaining knowledge of the finest practices in the industry and developing his distinctive business plan to expand his operations. By 1978, Tom had established 200 retail outlets. 1973 saw the introduction of the 30-minute delivery system by the corporation, which promised clients that their orders would be delivered to them within the allotted amount of time after they were placed. In 1975, Amstar Corporation, the company that produced Domino Sugar, filed a lawsuit against Domino's Pizza for trademark infringement. Nevertheless, Tom emerged victorious from the court case in 1980. While commemorating the opening of their 100th location, which happened to be in Vancouver, Washington, Domino's Pizza opened its first location outside of the United States in Manitoba, Canada. 1983 was the year that saw both of these occurrences. By the year 1985, Domino's Pizza had opened its first store in Luton, which is located in the United Kingdom, as well as its first store in Tokyo, which is located in Japan. The well-known 30-minute delivery initiative of the corporation resulted in a lot of difficulties. For instance, the corporation compensated the family of a deceased Indiana woman with $2.8 million in 1992 for the loss of their loved one. In 1993, the corporation was responsible for another collision that injured a woman, and the settlement for that case was $15 million. After moving its headquarters to China in 1995, the firm celebrated the launch of its 1,000th international location by establishing 7 stores simultaneously across 5 continents on the same day. This was done to mark the occasion of the company's 1,500th international site. What a remarkable accomplishment despite the odds. After Tom Monahan sold 93% of his stock to Bain Capital Incorporated in 1998 for around $1 billion, the company's new board of directors decided to install Dave Brandon as CEO. Domino's Pizza became a publicly traded corporation in the New York Stock Exchange after having been privately held for the previous 44 years. Domino's Pizza celebrated the opening of its 5,000th restaurant in the United States in Huntley, Illinois, and its 3,000th foreign location in Panama City, Panama, in January 2006. This brought the company's total number of stores to 8,000. In December 2006, for the price of $500 million, the Jinghua Hotel Group of Taiwan was able to buy the ownership rights of Domino's Pizza restaurants in both Taiwan and Beijing. In August of 2006, the Tala branch of Domino's Pizza in Ireland became the first outlet in the company's history to reach a sales volume of $3 million per year. By September 2006, Domino's Pizza had over 8,200 locations across the globe, bringing in a combined gross revenue of $1.4 billion. Domino's introduced its web and mobile ordering services as well as the Dream franchising program in 2007. In 2008, they were followed by the Pizza Tracker, an online program that gives customers the ability to check the current status of their pizza in real time. Domino's Pizza, to further bolster its trustworthiness, introduced a billboard advertising campaign in New York in 2011 that included testimonials from satisfied customers. Domino's Pizza officially transitioned to being known simply as Domino's in August 2012. By the year 2014, the firm has expanded to 6,000 sites outside the United States. The following year, in 2015, it opened a store in Milan, Italy, and shortly after that, it debuted a pizza car that is capable of transporting 80 pizzas at once. This car utilizes less petrol. In 2016, the company experimented with using autonomous robots to make pizza deliveries in certain locations in Germany and the Netherlands. Additionally, in the same year, it experimented with using flying drones to deliver pizza in New Zealand. Another first for the company occurred in February of 2017, when it introduced a wedding registry that specializes in supplying pizza-loving couples with presents. In June 2018, Domino's began a campaign called Paving for Pizza, which aims to fill potholes around the United States to protect the company's pizzas from being damaged while in transit. A year later, Domino's announced that it will be working with Nuro to develop autonomous pizza delivering vehicles. Domino's now offers a wide variety of food options in addition to pizza, including pasta, bread bowls, an oven-baked sandwich, buffalo chicken kickers, white meat fillets, specialty chicken, and Parmesan bread bits. The history of Domino's logo. Domino's Pizza Incorporated turned 60 years old in the year 2020. Can a company stay for this long without a tweak in its branding strategies? It's quite difficult or impossible to find a corporation functioning for roughly 6 decades without updating its corporate image to fit the time's changing needs. Tom Monahan and his successors recognized very well that they needed to alter their branding strategy to stay at the top of the business field. From 1960 to 2013, the design of Domino's logo went through 4 distinct iterations, each of which reflected the evolving requirements of both the industry and the firm. When Jim Kennedy recommended Domino's moniker, Tom had no objection, since he believes it echoes well with the prior name. This moniker served as the beginning of the company's first logo, which was a domino split in half horizontally. The logo consisted of 2 red squares that were placed above a blue rectangle that had the words Domino's Pizza written on it. The red squares that are located above include 3 white dots, 2 of which are located on the left and 1 of which is located on the right. The combination of the 2 red squares and the single blue rectangle forms a remarkable squared emblem with rounded edges. Modifications not too significant were made to the second logo. This time, the designer gave the logo a vertical appearance by rotating it counterclockwise 90 degrees from its original position. The red and 3 dots constituted the left quadrant, while the blue and the company's name featured in the right quadrant. The colors were more vibrant and deeper in tone. The rounded edges became unrestricted. The inscription on the company's logo was converted to all capital letters, and 2 new white squares were added to outline the dots. The third iteration of the company's logo is essentially the same as the original, albeit with some minor modifications. In place of the horizontal components, the new design used the basic logo inverted on its side to create the appearance of a kite-shaped insignia. The rounded edges and the previous lettering used by the company have been brought back, and some good color schemes have been used. The corporation took a daring decision in 2012 to alter its name to just Domino's. This alteration also affected the new logo. With the company having other items to sell, it was a good idea to omit pizza from the name. The old logo has been replaced with a new one that consists of just 2 rounded squares and 3 dots. The red form has a single dot, while the blue has 2 dots. The name of the corporation has been moved to sit atop the angled emblem. So now you know about the Domino's logo and company history, right? Probably there are still many things that we don't discover in this video. Please write in the comment column below if you know something else we don't discuss in this video. Also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to support our channel.